And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
It strikes me, whenever we're hanging out and Isabella's here, that this is dad rock now.
This is dad rock.
It's such awesome dad rock.
She's completely confused by what's happening.
Yeah, it's The Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson. Joining us, the third mic of The Bonfire, Bert Kreischer.
Yeah.
Hanging out, and welcome back home, baby girl.
Aww.
I'm talking to you, Andy. Merkface Andy.
Merkface Andy rejoins us.
Home again.
Good to be back.
And speaking of back from Beantown seeing Pearl Jam live, DJ Lewinsky.
In your backyard.
Oh no, he's back again.
Again.
Hey, anybody tell security that guy in the Mets hat? He's still here.
Oh, Christ, that guy's eyeballing me again.
Oh, God, I think got a rifle.
Yes.
Yeah, he's running right at me. Yeah, I know he's coming up. He's trying to get over that barrier.
Whiskey, sleeping on the ground in front of my trailer.
Lewis, thinking I'm giving them secret messages through my songs when I'm not hot. Okay. Oh, dude, this has been awesome having you in town, Bert.
I love this.
It's just cool to go out to the lobby after the Lost tapes and be like, Bert!
Right.
Yeah.
Bert. It's going to be a fast 2 hours.
Bert's the only person I've ever seen light up a fucking elevator ride down. Those are usually Jay kills. He's got a couple different things that I like that he does. Usually he'll yell out, the party one was good.
Yeah. You guys all going to the Rager Tugans?
And then, the Rager Tugans. And then there was one where there was a lot of people on the elevator, and Jay and I together, every time it opened, we'd be like, come on. And then someone would get on and be like, yeah! So
and everybody started cheering at one point.
So
we were looking for people.
But Bert just walks in, and we get we have a big crew going down, but then it's an influx of two groups, and immediately Bert's killing by the next floor. And then everyone's like, yeah! The vape pen was great. Offered a vape pen.
I ease them in. By the way, can I tell you that is the most natural part of my personality. That is all the things about doing a comic, that's all forced. That elevator is when I am most me, 100%.
Yeah.
And it makes my wife crazy.
Yeah, because I'm not a good elevator rider. I'm standing in the corner, just let's go down. And if someone's like, chaos, I'll be like, Jay will talk to people.
But as dirty as I am, I try not to make the jokes too filthy or too cursing. That's why I think it's hilarious with all the filth that I say. When Bert, at one point, a guy recognized Bert, and he goes, hell yeah, motherfucker!
Yeah. But that's great. It was because he was so genuine. You're like, fuck yeah. And that guy was like, all right. I bet 4 people in that elevator watch your special because of that elevator.
And they did all the corporate shit you could possibly do. And when he goes, so don't worry, I'm not going to come at you or anything.
Yeah.
You're like,
so that makes that part of my personality.
Yeah.
Is probably the reason me and Segura and Ari are friends. Is because I love doing that. When we were Tom said, he goes, that is who you are at your finest, is you in a crowd of people who don't know you, but with a couple people that do.
Yeah.
When we were at the national championship game, we were in a crowd of 1,000 people. And no one was moving, and I was destroying. To the point where it was so inside joke, Tom had hired these 2 black guys to be our security guards. He goes, just pretend it's some security guards because you're black. And he goes, and flank us. They had worked at the event, so they had jackets on. He goes, flank us, and here's $200, $300. Get us through this line. So these black guys just start going, all right, done. And they're just like they're selling candy bars. They're like, all right, who's going in, Bowen? We got 3 celebrities coming through, 6 celebrities coming through.
I mean, that's all it is. If you think about it, if you think about what celebrity is, it is just that. It's a guy that got hired to be I don't work with the building. There's no they're not cops. They don't have jurisdiction.
I did it again.
They're just walk with me. You're important. Come on.
We did it again at the thing, but with the VIP parking.
Yeah.
We went to a concert on Sunday.
Jones Beach.
Jones Beach did it again. We just we're over there, basically.
Yeah, you just gotta go, I'm over here, and then they go, yeah, well, you have to be over here.
And I got uncomfortable because I kept going no, actually, we're working, I'm so sorry. And this lady goes, you're nobody. And as a joke, but not as a joke. But I go, we're actually super famous, ma'am. But it was a joke,
Yeah.
But I'm also trying to keep character of the fact that we're getting escorted in. She goes, you're nobody. And then this guy goes, the machine. And I go, that's what's up, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then this woman goes, you're a nobody. And I go, bitch, Google me. And Segura's dying laughing, right? And she goes, what's your name? I go, Tom Segura. And we fucking
Yeah, that's always great.
Yeah.
Because now she's Googling. I'm like, I just hate that Tom Segura.
All I was thinking in that elevator, when we're all laughing, Black Lou's boxed out in the back by that white guy that does CrossFit. I got the vape pen out. I'm like, guys, it's from LA. LA, it's good shit. Yeah. Right before you go to happy hour, the guy recognizes me, and I say, guys, make sure to watch my special. And my inner voice goes, grab your camera. Record this. This is great for Instagram. Record it. And then I was like, no, this is what having friends is about.
Yeah, absolutely. It really is. It's just letting those moments happen.
The moment. Yeah, it's just a moment.
And it is like, sometimes you can't go for your phone. You can just let it soak in. And that was a good elevator ride. That was a fun elevator ride. Because those people are stuffy as fuck.
Oh, yeah. We gave him the, guys going out for some cocktails now.
It was kind of fun, and you just go, I don't know how this works. I've never had a job. That was a great lie, because you opened up the stuffy white guy that was boxing Lou out. Yeah. He was in front of me.
It was almost racist the way he was doing that.
Well, he had like real aggressive high school coach face.
He had really aggressive high school coach face.
So he's just in front of me. He's like, I don't know who this guy is, but you know when you crack a coach by being silly, and a guy's like,
he was talking, and he had to stop talking because the guy had him boxed out so bad. He literally went up in the guy's back and was like, okay, I guess I can't talk anymore.
Black Louis just staring at his shoulder blades.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to make a Tom Sawyer reference.
Oh, yeah, Huck Finn reference.
Huck Finn to the guy, Jim.
But by the way, he's getting fucking boxed out, and he's just staring at spine the entire ride. He just hears Bert's voice over the thing, bringing joy.
Breathing in poly cotton blend shirt.
Right up Lou's alley, 3 beautiful white professional women. And pencil skirts. It was
catcallable. Yeah. These were the women here in New York are so beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. Pretty crazy.
And I'm not like we said this. I've never been a catcaller. You want to hear something interesting? I never could get this bit to work, but because it's a little racist. But whatever. We're gonna ballpark it with Lou. See if he likes it.
Shop there. Yeah. Just be careful. My Hispanic daughter's here.
We were at a dinner party talking about catcalling, and my wife and all her friends liberal, but they're liberal white feminists, so they're kind of racist. Yeah. and they were like, catcalling is disgusting. I mean, who even responds to that? And I just go, I think you guys are that's how poor people communicate. Like, what? I go, that's how poor people hit on each other. They don't have self-esteem because they're poor. So they can't go like, hey, we want to go back to my grandmother's house. I live in her basement. She's collecting Social Security. I'm living off of that. But I got a PlayStation with two controllers, but one doesn't work that well. They just go, hey, you want to suck this dick? And she goes, what? And I said, she goes, that's not how they communicate. I go, yeah, because there's an equally poor woman with low self-esteem that's like, I'll suck that dick. And this is the only part of the joke that ever made sense. The analogy was, I go, listen, when you go fishing, right, you don't show your tits at the water because it doesn't fucking work. I go, you don't put your pussy over the boat and go like, take a look at this. This is what's up. I go, you put a hook in the water. And when the hook enters water, I'm sure there's a lot of fish that feel threatened. That feel unsafe. Yeah. But there's one fish going, I'll suck that hook.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the only part of the joke that I could ever get to work.
I mean, but it really is because we were watching, we were watching yesterday, that girl in the Ron Dane. I think it was a Tiki Barber jersey. I think I overstepped. It was Giants. What was her name? Rhonda? Not Rhonda.
Rhonda from the bar.
Rhonda from the bar. But you, like, you've been, when you're around, like, rural poor people, it's almost the same thing. They're like, look at you walking over there. And they're like, shut up. And it's like, that's how they fucking strike up. I mean, you know, it's based on real science. I've been around some, I've seen some shit.
We watch Cops. We said, I don't think white trash knows they're white trash. They still call other people white. They call their neighbors white trash.
Oh, my wife's family.
They're not. Yeah.
My wife's
they
family,
call their neighbors.
My wife's family is like legit. Like, my wife grew up in a trailer park. Not a trailer park, because that would be high class.
Community?
Just a trailer in a field.
Yeah, nice. That's like a painting.
Yeah. Oh.
Is that the story of the Texas Chainsaw family?
Yeah. He goes, my wife has a brother. We call him Leatherface.
But it's not leather. It's human skin he's fancied into a mask.
He played D-tackle at North Texas. He got let go from that after a knee injury. Started killing people like Ed Gein.
Fast forward.
He goes, a couple presidents go by. There's an old house. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to start doing that in life.
Fast forward.
So I'm at a party, and I stand up. I'm like, I can beat any Asian in a foot race. Fast forward. I beat this guy in a foot race.
Everyone's surprised.
We have a Mai Tai anyway.
I meet a girl. Fast forward. I'm late on my child support payment.
Yeah. Fast forward. Chicken or fish at the wedding.
Oh my God.
I went to China. Fast forward. They removed the tumor out of my leg last week.
Well, I have a question I was going to ask, because you said something in the elevator that really made me laugh. That was interesting. You're like, "What are you guys going to get, cocktails?" And you go, I don't know what it's like. I've never worked a job before. And I haven't either. I'm intrigued by the world of what happy hour means to some people.
Oh man, I'll tell you this.
I've worked a job, but no job that's like you get up, you go to the office, you come home from the office. It's always laborious shit or overnight stuff.
And we're all in the same basket, because I've never had an office job. But I'll tell you, I was a waiter in Midtown.
You just play one.
I just
play one on TV.
Dude, really, the closest office job I've ever had is billiards.
That's a different type of happy hour, though. The waiter. Server happy hour.
No, server.
That's a party after.
No,
you got your own type of.
No, that's a whole different subject. Waiters go harder than anybody.
We've been there.
I'm saying, because I did lunches, which meant I was on till like 6 o'clock. I would work happy hours in Midtown, and so that's the only exposure I have to it. And those are all like you just watch them go nuts.
Yeah.
Because they're just like, fucking done!
Yeah.
Oh!
Thirsty Thursday.
Yeah, they just fucking go nuts.
Well, because they want to be fucking rammed by like 7:30, because they have to go to bed by 10 anyway.
Yeah, but by the way, it happens in every culture. Japanese businessmen just getting fucking ripped. Arizona, one of my favorite things that I've seen it here is you see like construction workers, like you'll see like tiny Mexican dudes hammered in a bodega at like 5:30 because they're done and they're like, happy hour.
As a comic especially, you look at that where you're like, man, I have to be on point at 1:45 a.m. tonight.
Yeah.
You know
it's
what I mean?
crazy.
Of course. I don't start drinking on the road. I won't start drinking until at least midnight. That'll be my first drink.
Yeah.
And so, but I look at those guys, honestly envious, because this is why, and I don't, this is a little meta, but like their dreams aren't attached to their lives.
You mean they work to work and earn a living and then to go home and do something fun?
Some of their dream, though, I believe, is just the numbers, like the money.
Yeah, but
so they might be like having their dreams.
Yeah,
but this is like a means to their dream.
It's like,
their dream is not what they're doing.
It's almost like when you play a video game. It's like, do you want to play a story mode or do you want to get points? Like, are you trying to get points? Like the money people are like, let me just get all the points. I just want money. I'm just going to fucking work at an office.
It's not attachment or love or passion for the job generally as much as it is the passion for like, I'm going to make so much money in this, I can finally parasail every weekend.
And it's not, and there's no connective tissue. Like none of them would be like. I am exactly who I am everywhere I go. And so when I make those jokes in the elevator, none of them are like, everyone run their numbers on their bills this week. Or like no one does, no extension of their job is going to show up in that elevator. Yeah. And so they can go leave work and just clock out. I've never clocked out.
You're saying they could take the suit off and just be like, I'm fucking.
And that first happy hour drink, I would love to be able to do that. And not be like, comedy brain the entire time. Anything funny happens, I gotta make sure to write it down. Like, I'm on the clock 100% of the day. I love my job. But it's like, I don't have a hobby. Yeah. My therapist said, he goes, you need a hobby. And I was like, I edit videos. And he goes, that's work. I said, I do a podcast. He goes, that's still work. I go, well, no, I'm looking at properties. And he's like, to buy studios so I can make more videos. He's like, that's all fucking work. And so I took up leather working. And then and then I made a fanny pack. Yeah. And it looked really badass. And I was like, I bet I could sell these at my shows.
Yeah, that's so funny.
That's the last thing I thought you were going to say.
Hang out, pick up a CD or some of my local leather work.
Hey guys, I'm going to have a booth, down past the meet and greet with all my leather stuff.
Guys, this weekend, bolo ties.
He's got pictures of, saddle work that he's working on that you could buy for him to deliver at a later date.
Yeah, and he goes,
the pictures, they go, these are 4 saddles I'm working on that are going to be, I can customize those.
Also, you don't have to own a horse to enjoy my saddles. They can go on the back of many couches. I do custom couch saddles for the Western look.
I do arm saddles that have a beer holder and an ashtray.
Hell yeah.
Can I get a bracelet? Are you sure? Can, ma'am. He goes, what's your name? Kathy. Okay, that's with a K. King.
Guys, you need a good idea for graduation? Leather frames.
All of his bits are about heating up leather to work on it. You're like, Bert, you've gone too far into the hobby.
He goes,
the hobby is now just work.
So I was getting some pussy down at the tannery last week. And
he goes, what's up with hide that just won't stain? Am I right?
You ever fuck a girl on chaps you made yourself?
I go, honey, if I wanted to write it down, I'd put it in my leather notebook. Take Thank you very much.
Bert walks around his own leather like fucking Judas Priest.
Oh, get ready for the next one. Get ready for the next one. So the lever didn't work out.
Okay.
So my wife's like, for real, because I've been drinking a lot like these last 2 weeks. She's like, for real, you need to get back into a hobby. And so on the boat, I watch this movie, or on the plane, I watch this movie Adrift, and I realize I'm buying a sailboat.
No, dude, please don't.
I called my wife, I go, I'm buying a sailboat, I'm gonna learn how to sail. It'll keep me sober on Sundays. Fucking sailing with the family.
Dude, first off, I do like that you're gonna go turn into nautical Bert.
Bill Burr's, this is my thought. Bill Burr's got helicopters, right?
Yeah, he's got the all right,
you're going to go by sea.
Yeah, you're going to be the sea.
We're the Centurions.
Segura and Rogan love cars.
I love Centurions.
Me and Dan are the Land Rovers.
Yeah. If you guys think about it, you're the all things comedy Navy. Bert is the all things comedy Air Force.
Bro,
and Al Madrical's the all things comedy Army.
Dude, I'm going to start being the sailing comedy.
What are we going to do? Jacob, you got to get us something.
It's going to be a great story. He goes,
Jacob dies.
He goes, Bert has been sailing to all of his coastal gigs. Which has been
I swear to God, Bert, if I have to
he goes, I'm going to go up the old
but I'll also
PCH there.
I want to say
hugging the cuff the whole time.
I want Charlotte coming up. I'm at Martha's Vineyard.
They're all ports. Yeah, he's like, I got Key West. I'm going to go down to the islands. He's just doing Banana Island. It's like a thing that makes sense since people live on it. But also, Bert, I'm going to say this to your face.
Ahoy, everybody! It's boy, Bert Kreischer, the machine.
Captain Bert.
I'll be blowing your way this September, unless there's hurricane season.
Yeah.
Dude, Captain Bert in a neckerchief makes me so happy.
And I'm telling you this right now. Because I love you, you better be safe when you sail, because I'm not doing a benefit when your boat goes missing in Bermuda.
It's definitely going missing. Definitely going missing.
Every time I've been on a boat, I've been drunk.
It's all it's just like a picture of him in the captain's hat in front of his boat. Behind us, as Jay and I both do the benefit with Rogan, Burr, Ari, Segura.
He's out there, guys.
I go, guys, one more time for Bert's family being here. The girls.
I'm sorry for your loss. Don't say that. They never found the body. Don't say that. Don't say that. He's like, well, dude, I'm worried that you're going to keep this hope alive. He goes, all I fucking have is this hope.
You get the video.
Louis J. Gomez. Leave me alone.
You get the video of me coming on the dock with ragged clothes, sunburned as shit, lips chapped, and they're like, Bert. And I'm like, I'll still be in San Francisco at the wharf.
By the way, you should ride a tiger off the sailboat. The only thing kept me alive was Pedro here.
First thing I say, they go, Bert, the Oilers moved to Nashville. Isn't that what they say, Castaway?
The Oilers moved to Nashville? Oh my God, I'm sweating right now.
Bert, the Oilers.
My wife's FaceTiming me.
Let her know that you're getting a boat.
Oh, it's a pocket face dial. I'm looking at her ass.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, man. I'm way on board with Nautical Bert.
Right?
Bert by sea.
How much
Bert
fun
by sea tour?
By sea.
How much fun if I go?
One if by land, Bert if by sea.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's the tour name.
Oh, dude.
And then your podcast you record when you're out in the middle of the ocean with your family, bored out of your fucking mind because you realize once you're out in the water, you're just kind of sitting there in the fucking. You still have to bring a portable TV.
Well, now that Bert's laid down the gauntlet, I must become Dunes Dan. I'm only going to do shows. I'm going to be Dune Buggy Dan.
Let's go post-apocalyptic.
All my shows are going to be
Dune Buggy Dan. I'm really into Dune Bugs.
Yeah,
I fucking love it. You're going to have the shoulder pads with skulls on them and shit.
But only one side has the shoulder pad. Full Mad Max shows. Thunderdome.
Once again, I'll be back at Burning Man.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Dune Buggy Dan doing a whole other week of shows at Burning Man.
Hey, guys, welcome to the burn.
Yeah.
You guys ever been on an airplane?
I go.
And gone through security?
I ride in on the shoulders of a bodybuilder, and they put me down. I'm like, Master Blaster! You guys have your sand handkerchiefs around your face? What's up with sand? It's just all Dunes humor.
Could you plug the microphone into my robotic half arm, please?
Dude, Jay and I is a fucking post-apocalyptic comedy team. I'm way on board with this.
I love that.
I'm going to need my gasoline paycheck ahead of time tonight, all right?
You can see why we smoke joints before the show.
That's fucking great. Dude, Mad Dan and Jaderdome.
Jaderdome. Welcome to the dome. Seriously, guys, how you guys doing? What's going on with dating?
I'm Mad Dan.
I go, dating in the apocalypse is weird.
Yeah.
It's
You
like,
ever notice it doesn't really work as good if you actually saw off your own shotgun.
You ever date somebody from not your tribe?
Spend the cash. Buy the made sawed-off shotgun.
I go, what's up with water? Why is it so delicious and scarce?
Speaking of which, we have a guest set from the water. Ladies and gentlemen, it's
Waterworld Bert!
He's here for guns. By the way, you can personalize all of your shotguns with bandanas and things, like Steven Tyler. You can Steven Tyler up your...
I'm looking at a bunch of smokers right now, am I right?
Oh man, post-apocalyptic comedy is going to be great.
It's going to be, well, we're getting to it. We're in post-comedy now, I'm told.
Yeah.
By Vulture Magazine. We're in post-comedy.
They know.
what it is. Yeah, comedy is now...
It's all about not having punchlines.
It's all about, yes.
Oh, fuck.
Doing a weird
fucked up my
something
special.
high concept.
For years, just chasing those punchlines. Turns out,
high concept.
expiration.
You just did comedy at a theater in front of fans, dude, like a boring asshole.
Dude, with punchlines and tags.
What a privileged
like a fucking
white man.
white.
Why don't you see how many jokes you can get in free fall skydive?
Discuss. Oh, dude, how about we all do
By the way,
a
I've done
Netflix
that.
series called Sky Comics, and we'll all do 5 minutes dropping out of the sky.
Let's do boat shows on your sailboat with a gathering of other boats around us, like when they do post-apocalyptic sea people.
Lake Havasu style.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. I want to do a show to show people how important comedy is.
Yeah.
I want to do what we did in the elevator for a TV show.
Oh yeah.
Where you
just like comedy
where you
in real
meet
places.
strangers who are straight-faced, and you just make them laugh in real life.
Yeah.
And you go, and because like one of the things I'm really, really good at in life is I can make someone smile.
Yeah.
Like I can and it's almost like a game I play with myself. But if I go to buy groceries or whatever, I always try to make a joke to make the person smile. And like that's what this new Vulture article is saying is comedy doesn't need to be funny. No, but friendliness and relatability and there's still a big value to comedy. My best compliment ever, Jeannie Turbo is our neighbor. Our kids are friends. Her father passed away, and she was in a really bad place for like 4 months. I didn't know about it. My wife, I had heard that her dad died. I didn't really put any value in it in my head because it wasn't me. I do a show at Irvine. They all come down. She gets done and she's crying. She comes up to me and she goes, I haven't laughed in 4 months. I haven't thought about anything other than my dad, and you took me out of that for a second. And I went, really? She goes, I needed that. And she told every one of our friends, dude, then fuck Vulture. That's what comedy is.
But
it's
I think laughing is a shared experience. It's like something where if you do it, you're like everyone in that elevator being laughing, being like, it's fun. We all know this is fun. And then it's like for this to be like, you know what? It's not about fun anymore. It's about thinking. And you're like, cool, then it's not comedy. Then we're doing,
did you look at the headline? I mean, the headline's unbelievable.
It says, how funny does comedy need to be? I mean, we're almost like,
well, maybe we're reading into this.
You're just telling
I read it. I read the
comedy
article.
specials aren't that funny. They're like, oh, you guys aren't that funny, and I guess it doesn't need to be that funny.
Let me tell you right now, I would be fucking mortified if I put out a special and it was an example of not being funny, but in an artistic way.
But they're saying it's great. But they're saying it's great.
I don't care.
They're just saying you're not that
horrible
funny.
would it be right now if they listed the names like they're like Michael Drews, Nanette, all the people who don't have funny comedy specials that it doesn't. That's the point they're making is that like it doesn't need to be funny. Right. Like or Drew, is Drew Michaels even a stand-up special? That's what they're saying. And I've seen parts of it. It's different. It's interesting. I didn't laugh a ton, but. That's what the point they're making. How much would it hurt right now if they're like, and Jay Oakerson? And you're like, I was trying to be funny.
It would hurt more if you were giving it a whirl.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, if you look down and it said,
but I think all these people are people that did want that, but were absolutely willing to accept this.
Yeah.
I don't know if Drew Michaels,
Actually, I don't know Drew Michael. Drew Michael, I do think for sure
wanted to make something different.
But I think he wanted it to be like people think it was hilarious. But I think he cares more if it makes him famous than if it's a hilarious piece.
I think
and Hannah Gadsby though, like I don't think she
cared that it was funny.
I don't think she was going for funny in a lot of the things.
Well, but there is a thing of like there's this unnecessary coolness to comedy right now where you're like comedy's not cool. It's supposed to be just like fun and you're just talking shit and making each other laugh. I don't know. That's at least what I always liked comedy is like that's just funny. No matter who they are, you can see any kind of comic. If they make you laugh, you're like, they're funny. That's fun. That is funny. So to say like comedy doesn't need to be funny, you're like, so it just doesn't need to be the thing it is?
It's just not comedy.
But it's fine that they say this. Now that I think about it, it's fine that they say this so that you go, Yeah, it doesn't need to be funny. If you want to do that, definitely do that. I probably won't go see it. But
Yeah.
definitely do that.
Yeah, sure.
And, and if that connects with you, if you're a transgendered or a lesbian or a gay dude trying to figure out life, and Nanette made you feel more than like that woman Jeannie that came to my show.
Yeah, absolutely.
If that's the thing that connect, then fuck yeah, man.
Absolutely. I'm not saying not do that.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't stop this from happening.
No, they shouldn't at all. But I'm saying what they shouldn't do is kind of hold us up to be like,
they're saying this is the benchmark. What are you going to go out there and just make people laugh?
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Ridiculous.
It's fine if you can connect with any of these specials. Then fuck yeah, go get it and enjoy it and live it up. But if you're telling it's like they built a faulty house and they're just telling other architects don't build you build houses like this now, and you're like, yeah, we know that's not the way to do it though, and they're like, no, you gotta fucking do it that way. That's a weird place to come from.
I mean, Cav did a special, was the whole thing's called Laugh at My Pain or whatever it is, but I don't know, I don't recall it, but I don't think the special has any moment where he drops the lights down to a blue hue and goes like, father passed away 19 years today.
That's my
I think about him every day.
Oh, dude.
It's like there was no moment like that. It just kept being jokes.
Dude, can we just, can we all just...
You know what I think they're saying? And this is my my takeaway from all this. Nanette was saying, I'm done with hack gay comics.
Yeah.
Gay comics had just, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Time for hack rape comics.
But I think that was more of a slam on hacky comics, meaning don't just go up and go, I'm gay, you know what that means, and then or what, I don't know, I'm not.
Buddy, that's getting nice and big too, though. There's what this has done, all this shit has done right here, is Mike Allstotted through the fucking wall, and then all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. This is me. Is fucking walking right behind that hole in the line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they're going please, yes, I'll feel better about myself if I really laugh hard at this. This guy's super effeminate. And he said, it's just really, it's awful.
Dude, I had a guy, I do the wait staff raffle when I do my shows where I tell everyone hey, I'll pass buckets around. We collect $1,000 from the audience. We pull one person's name from the bucket, and that person wins $1,000, one of the servers.
It's great. It's a fun Insta story to watch.
It is. And so I don't like when white guys win it, because white guys always try to be funny. They try to, it's not enjoyable. A woman of color or a woman or a black dude or one of the kitchen guys, always good. White guy fucking sucks. I'm in Irvine, big pot, sold out show, pull the name and it's like Roger. And everyone's like, please let him be black. White guy walks on stage and everyone, I'm not even, gutturally, you can hear a groan, fuck. And then he just walks up and he goes, me and my boyfriend, and the place goes fucking nuts. They're like, yeah!
I would make up I would make up a child if I were that guy and I was straight. I'd just go, my sick daughter. Yeah! I'm kidding! I'm gonna buy PlayStation games. Suck my dick.
Suck my dick.
Yeah, why do you think I'm a waiter at 35? I have a bad Coke problem. My dad will buy you. Just lean into it.
Doesn't that make you judge the audience a bit?
Dude, I felt I was with them in a weird way. It would be funny if he was like, I borrowed $10,000 from my dad and this is going to chip away at what I owe him.
Yeah, Jody goes, hey, what's up, everybody? Turns out I assaulted my girlfriend, but I got off with just a misdemeanor because my dad's super rich. So I'm going to take this money. I'm going to go party the way I should be.
He's like, I am 2 months behind on my E-Class benzo payments. Yeah. So this is really going to put a dent in that.
Shout out to whoever drew my name. Thanks, Bert. I'm going to Cancun for a week with my boys. This is blow money.
There's these two half dykos that fuck in my neighborhood that suck my dick together once in a while. I'm going to fly them down to the Bahamas.
Oh, shit, yeah. I just hope no fucking black people make eye contact with me. That'd be a bummer.
Yeah. Don't harsh my mellow, man. I'm working on House Cashola.
Anyways, Bert Kreischer's the best, and he's the reason I have this money.
Yeah. Vicky, Susan, pack up, you sluts. We're going on a trip.
Yeah.
I had a white guy win in Pittsburgh, and he comes up, and he's like shaking. And one of the bouncers. And I go, are you okay? And he goes, my kid just got out of Children's Hospital. And I've been working as hard as I can, but my wife can't work. She's been staying with him, and we have 2 other kids, and it's just been overwhelming. We can't and he starts crying. He's like, we can't make our payments. We're behind, and everyone from the audience stands up and just starts walking up money, giving him hundreds. He makes another $2,000. And I get done, and I feel bad.
They're going to start chanting, bullshit, bullshit.
Show us receipts. Show us receipts.
Open the books.
Open the books. Open the books. He goes, you monsters.
He gets off crying, and then he comes back on stage with a shirt that has the area code of Pittsburgh on it.
Yeah.
In black and yellow, and he's like, you're just a great guy, man. You're a great guy. And everyone cheers him more. He high fives. He walks out. I get done the show. I do my meet and greet, and I come up to him. I was like, hey, man, let me buy you a drink. And he goes, sure. I was like, you okay? And he goes, yeah, because the Oscar goes to. And I went, you don't have kids? He goes, I'm not even fucking married, bro. What? He goes, I saw the video you did with the black guy where the black guy cried, and he got more money. And I was like, fuck, if he calls my name, I'm going to make some sob story. He goes, I made another $2,000.
What?
I was like, dude, that is horrible karma. He goes, I don't give a fuck.
Really?
Wow. And I was like, whoa.
And that guy is Vice President Mike Pence.
That's like
so evil.
I mean, yeah, no one at the club would call him out on that.
Dude, the
staff loved it because he tipped out the whole staff like $100 each.
Sometimes blood money can make evil go down easier.
I felt horrible. I was like, oh
just that people. God. Here's the thing: people may have given a bunch of money that themselves aren't doing great, but like this person needs it more than me.
There's Segura's buddy. It's on my Twitter. Segura's buddy, whose best friend growing up, has cancer. And it's a rare form of lung cancer. And I tweeted the link. I'll tweet it again today. If you're listening, go to my Twitter. But it's really hard for him to get treatment, so he's got to go somewhere special. And he doesn't make a ton of money. He lives in Florida. So I gave $500 yesterday. But if you can give any money, I'll tweet the link. But it is Segura's best friend. And I know part of you is like, if he does die, I then become Segura's best friend.
Yeah.
But
you go, listen, I know there's a lot of Machine fans at home.
There he is. Hey, will you retweet that, please?
Yeah, of course.
Caption contest. What's the funniest thing you can write about this picture?
He's got a good sense of humor.
Sure, you put your merch behind it.
He's got anyone can Photoshop this and make this go viral to help him raise money.
Yeah.
I think he's got a good sense of humor, this guy. He's obviously Segura's friend.
If before the show is over, you can get a couple of pictures involving Gary in there, that'd be great. They already have Gary as a meme maker.
Yeah, put Gary
great.
in there. By the way, you know I found something out? Little Red Book.
Been recorded by 1,000 people. Bert Bacharach. Yeah.
Bert Bacharach.
We did on the album thing when we first saw it. Let's take our first break and we'll come back. We have a whole bunch of fun stuff to talk about.
Merkface Andy back home and the Machine sitting in. We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
And the greatest, gather up all juggalos and hoes.
Hey.
Yo, I think that's the words at one point.
I don't care.
Hey, everyone.
2018, wake up.
Bonfire, wake up.
Wake up with the Bonfire.
Wake up. Vulture. Hashtag Vulture.
Hashtag comedy's not funny. Hashtag comedy's thoughtful.
Post-comedy. This is post-comedy's favorite show, The Bonfire.
I have a joke I haven't been able to write. Someone asked me, I said something crazy in there, and I said, I'm street woke. And they go, what's that mean? And I didn't have a punchline for it. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, it's like being like 1987 woke and being like, I don't say the F word. And they're like, which F word? And you're like, faggot.
Yeah. Like, whoa. They're like, look at this progressive in 91.
Yeah.
You go, I call the disease AIDS. I don't call it gay stew.
Is
like, what?
Is the thing you're talking about that? That's how I think I feel how you're saying. I'm like, I'll say faggot a ton. And then if somebody goes, dude, it just bothers me if you say it, and I go, all right, then I won't say it in front of you. You know, it's like, because I'm not, I was like, I'm not trying to make you upset by it. If that's sensitive, then I wouldn't do it.
It's a generational thing. I told you when I was in San Francisco taking my grandma to the Niner game. And
all those faggots?
Yeah, and she goes, look at all these faggots. We were driving to the stadium and she heard a woman laugh.
That one right there is a real pickle tickler.
She goes, he's a bottom. He's a
Oh my God, I bet that guy's
man that loves you.
Me and that guy could have a talk for an hour about how balls taste.
Yeah, this lady in the car next to us laughed and my grandma looks and she goes, I could tell from that woman's laugh she's Oriental. I'm like, well, all right. Well, I think we're going back to fucking
Nana.
Yeah, Nana dropping some fucking
Go back to the Han Dynasty, you fucking slope. I swear to God, she's still looking at me. Who can tell?
She became racist Clint Eastwood. I don't know why these goddamn sheeperheads going to the Niner games. They don't like football. They like running through trees without shoes on.
These fucking bamboo monkeys running around. You want me to tell you something about these soy sauce apes? They're going around telling me what I don't like. Oh, these fucking ginger nips keep running around the goddamn park lot. It's making me furious. The goddamn boy chests.
Yeah, but it's a generational thing, you know? You gotta
I don't
street woke.
I stopped saying the word when I heard Todd Glass talk about it with Marin. But but here's the thing about like words. Like I'm going to say the words right now to put it in context so that you can understand the words. Obviously, all of them except for the N word. But like I don't say midget.
Okay.
Like I just don't say that word. I say little person, or I've tried to be respectful because I don't want to fuck up someone's day. But if right in that moment, if I can't say the M word and then you're like, what the fuck's that? In order to make things a little quicker, I'm going to tell you. And I will say this: if there's a joke that you have that it is imperative and it's not hateful, but it's imperative that word and any of those gets said, then I would say that word. Like I said, I had a joke that I said on the podcast I did with Stanhope, Rogan, Bill Burr, the End of the World podcast. And I just wrote it in the moment, but I believe the word was imperative in the moment to say. Because if you didn't, then the point of me making people laugh is taken away.
Yeah.
They said, someone said, what kind of person votes for Trump? And I said, I think the people that voted for Trump were just a bunch of guys that weren't done saying the word faggot.
Yeah.
Right. Like they just were they were like, nah, man, you can't take that away. But I had to say faggot in that moment. I couldn't say the F word. And then everyone was like, fuck. And you're like, no, you can, God damn it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But here's the things. A person, like, I think I know who you are pretty well.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know why I hate that you feel you have to even think about it.
I think
that's what bothers me a lot, that I have to overthink about it, because I've never had the intention of hurting with anything someone's heard me say.
Yeah, but it's not like you ruined
two people or in any kind of public or conversational situation. There's just I shouldn't have to overgo. No. Yeah. I have. But it's black friends, and I hate those, and whatever's derivative of that, I mean, too, no, some of the most important people in my, you feel like you're like, it doesn't matter, because I don't have to defend something that I'm not, that I happen to not be.
But I was saying,
weird.
I was trying to say, it was it's not you're not the reason for that, it's other people that have used those words that is the reason you have to think like that, is because it's other assholes have abused that word, and then now it's all right, you gotta check yourself before you use it, instead of just letting it,
there's only two categories you can be lumped in now.
Oh, that's what sucks about this fucking world.
There's no nuance. There's no due process. There's
post-comedy.
Post-comedy, guys. Let's get down to business.
We don't need another hero.
Are you guys ready to cry? Dude, he had the whole crowd sobbing. That's what it turns into, where I'm like, he died! He died! And there's I'm like, dude, Soder's killing in post-comedy. He's the fucking Eddie Murphy of sad comedy. I go, and then I came home from high school and my sister had left a letter on my pillow. 3 weeks later, she was killed in a car accident.
When he leaves Thunderdome Comedy Club with he goes, all right, guys, it's been great. He goes, I'm gonna get out of here. And then he grabs a pile, 4 leaches with chicks on their hands and knees walking behind him. He goes, all right, guys, it's time to get out of here.
I'm getting paid in bread.
How many rations did you earn for this show, Daniel?
Yeah.
How great would it be, though? No joke. I'm not turning this on its ear, but if you could go to a club and sob with 500 people.
Oh my God.
I would love that.
Yeah,
I sob. Could they just
cry?
There's a guy who gives a fucking speech.
Dude, there's new videos out. I had a joke on my Comedy Central hour about instead of jerking off, I cry, because I called it face coming, where I was like, because after you jerk off.
Spoiler alert.
But after you jerk off, you're always grossed out. But after you cry, you're kind of like, there's good in the world.
Feel good when you cry.
The new shit that I'm face coming to is.
Face coming to?
Yeah, is kids reading their adoption papers.
Bring it
up. You guys want to fucking
No, I don't.
Dude.
That's
they go in the box and they're like, it used to be soldiers surprising their kids.
I can't be got
that
by
was
stuff
mine.
I can't be got by stuff like that. It doesn't take much.
You're a soulless man.
I've been holding. I tell you what, I've probably held back my last 4 or 5 good ones, and so there's one coming that's going to.
Oh man,
dude, I got the video.
I'm going to unravel.
There's a video on the moth.
Okay,
the moth. Are you know what I'm talking about?
I want to put together a playlist. I want to put together a face come playlist, because I have a couple that I've just been dying to get off.
I got the best one. By the way, I'm not even joking. I can tell you, there's a video of me crying on there, but there's a video of on the moth. It's a black comic who talks about losing his daughter.
Oh, yes. I've seen that. I faced him to that.
It may be the most amazing video. I was sobbing, crying in my backyard, drunk at 2 in the morning.
You want another?
I'll play it for me. I want to cry right now.
If you do special needs.
Oh, God. Oh, motherfucker.
Wait, pause this one, but just do
Anthony Griffin. Google, everyone put that for later.
Anthony Griffin. We're going to get to that one. But do special needs accepted into college.
Here we go. I'm going to face jizz so hard.
You guys, this one, yeah, that's it.
Oh my God, I'm going to cry.
It's, for some reason, it's in his mother's handwriting.
University of Mom.
You've just given a full ride to the University of Mom. Yay!
Oh, this is it. Watch, because he can't read.
It's written in crayon, Dan. This isn't real.
I directed this video. It was a townhome.
You just gotta accept it to Wesley.
Full ride.
His sweatshirt just says college athletics, so it's not.
Yeah, he goes, and you're majoring in college.
Guys, you're fucking up my crying right now.
Guys, it's post-comedy. You can't make jokes. Hold on, here it is. He gives it to his dad.
What's that first word right here?
What's that word?
It says, congratulations.
I got accepted?
Pleased to inform you of your acceptance into the Clemson Life Program for the fall of 2014, beginning August 17th, 2014.
Oh, homie just graduated this year?
Did they say yes?
They said yes. What do you say?
Yes!
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never put it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Get that to read, can't read.
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say yeah.
Oh, I fucking love that kid.
Yeah.
I love that kid.
Dude, I'll tell you this. I was on the train, and when he goes, they say yes. What do you say? He goes, I say yes. I was just like this. I was in between Astoria Boulevard and 30th Avenue, like.
So wait, I got to show this.
That's really more of a safety
my
school.
Youngest,
They told him they were taking him to college an hour later and walking him out to the woods and put a bullet right in the back of his fucking head.
Jay, you're killing this for me. Jay, I am loving this fucking moment.
Jay, he goes,
is this college, Mom and Dad? Yeah, buddy. It's fucking college. You're the valedictorian. No, God, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Look away.
Here comes your degree. He goes, he goes, in the trees? And they go, yeah, back here in the tree, buddy.
Summa cum laude, bud. Summa cum laude, bud.
You finally got your degree in life.
Happy graduation, baby.
Stop it. You guys got to stop. You got to
go talk to the dean. Time to go talk to the big dean in the sky.
From one side to the other.
Yeah, it's one of the shots where it's just the woods and you see birds fly away.
Oh God, what did he just do? What did he just do? You guys think I'm gonna get laid in when I get to school? Yeah, buddy. All the girls are waiting for you. Oh God.
My dorm's in the woods? And he goes, it is, buddy.
It's a tree house? Yeah, buddy, it's a tree house. God, this is hard.
Why are we doing this?
How did you guys turn this into such a sick, perverted? That kid is gold.
Yeah,
let me tell you, and I'll tell you why. My youngest is
dyslexic.
You jumped right in with me, you son of a bitch.
I love it. I said you're gold for it.
My youngest is dyslexic, and she really has a hard time reading. And when he said he couldn't figure out the first word, my heart muscle went, and I went. I've been there with Isla, where she gets good news and you get a letter and she's like, what's the first word say? And you're like, oh, that broke my fucking heart.
Well, that's
anyway,
what these videos,
it says,
they gotta get you on something where you're like, okay, I'm relating with this.
I go, give me that, honey. I'll read it for you. Hey, stupid.
You dum-dum. I write you to inform you. Yeah, there's...
Shit dip. I knew you'd read it backwards. Hey, shit dip.
Yeah. The moth video that you're talking about is 9 minutes. Oh, dude, I know this one.
I've just send it out so people can watch it. And be alone in your car. When you pull your car up to your house.
Oh, that's the one.
Dude,
that was the one. Oh, it was on World Star Hip Hop. That's how I saw it. A little girl gets emotional after she's finding out that she's getting adopted. Ready?
By...
It's not from Grant.
Wait. By a molester.
Yeah.
Oh. We're not having hot mush today. We're having cold mush.
When they, the videos of little kids or people hearing for the first time, those get me too. When they're like, when they do the ear surgery and then they can hear and they're like, or when they put on the colored glasses.
I go back to the video of Dan coming back from LASIK surgery and feel the same thing.
Yeah.
He's like, Jay, you're white? Yeah, buddy. I've been white the whole time.
The animals remembering like the soldier's scent when he comes home from.
Yeah. Oh man, but here's the adoption one real quick.
Don't call their wives who got fat while they were deployed animals.
Yeah.
You see when these soldiers come back to these animals
this
and they remember
her
them?
boyfriend land on the fucking
Brenda?
Yeah.
You don't smell like Ray who left.
Yeah, Ray, you're different. You got Ray who killed people smell.
You smell like Black Snake Moan.
Yeah.
What you mean you don't drink Keystone Light no more?
Where'd you go?
All right, how are you guys going to ruin this?
Why don't you...
It's just the N-word.
Keep going. Keep taking out a piece of paper and find the bottom. It's a little piece of paper just to get close to it. Guys. What does it say underneath it? I was adopted. We gotta have video. We gotta have video in here every day. It doesn't make sense to miss what we're doing in here.
Just go back a little bit because this really is.
Just so you know, everyone listening, this is the viral video of the young lady who's African American who's opening a box. You've all seen it online. They got the guy that looks like fucking literally every child molester to the left, and then his wife. Who
just reams him out she's got that I yell at him for fucking up in the slightest way.
Are they adopting her?
Yeah.
They're adopting. You haven't seen
it?
Oh yeah, here, watch.
Oh my god.
No, they're giving it to her and she's
open it up.
We heard you're pretty handy with the mom.
Read it.
The audio sucks on
I'm
this.
going to be adopted.
Starts crying.
She's like, then she goes, wait. By you two? Oh.
She goes, y'all corny white motherfuckers.
She goes, do you guys have cable? What's my curfew?
Maybe I'll adopt a kid.
Are you guys cool with drinking in there?
She goes, can you adopt my friend too so I have someone to hang out with?
Do you care if my baby's daddy comes over?
Because
All right, with the handsy. Right?
She's not really your kid. You can't touch her.
Yeah, the guy's like, I'm going to make you feel so much better when we get back to the place.
He goes, I'm just kidding. Your real gift's a bike. Can you imagine?
Oh my god. No, it was her birthday and that's all she got?
Oh my god. What if she's like, no. We adopted a pet for you. Oh god. Oh, that is awkward as shit now.
Dude, can I tell you something? Can I tell you that's something that's kind of dark, but it's 100% true and real? When I graduated high school, the people that were there were my grandma, my aunt, who's my dad's sister, and my mom. Those are the three people there. My dad and my sister were dead. I got a letter. I'm like opening cards for graduation. I didn't have a graduation party. There was nothing. There's this letter that's like, Dear Dan, it's your dad. And I was like, I'm like 18, like, what the fuck? He wrote me a letter for my high school graduation? And I'm like, and I look at my mom too. My mom has no clue what's going on because my grandma didn't tell her. So my mom goes, what? And she's like, starting to do that like bird head movement where she's like, Gary wrote Dan a letter before he died. Like he died of like, and then my grandma's like, oh no, I wrote the letter as his dad. And everyone's like,
weird fucking thing. What's in summer stock? Was she in a Meisner class?
Dude, the fuck is that? Dude, she did that. I was like, what? Like, when I read it, I was like, I don't want to read the rest of this. She was
like, Dear Dan, it's your dad. Is what your dad would have said if he wrote you a letter. Is what he would have said if he wasn't too drunk to write.
Sorry, Dan, I went real Jim and Andy with this one. I lived a life. I got hammered on fucking rum and cokes for a week.
I don't know. Am I Tony Clifton? Am I your mom? Am I your dad?
Am I your Nana? Maybe the Nana's just your dad dressed up as a
She's like, Dad, this is your dad. It's not Nana right now. You're like, Nana, can I just go home now? He goes, This is your dad. You want to go get your nana to ask?
Let me
You want me to go
in the
ask
room.
your nana?
Hello, Gary. Dan wants to go home. Thank you, Mary.
No worries. I'll go out there and talk to him.
Oh, your
Hey.
dad said you're leaving. Dude, my mom's
Give your
face,
nana a kiss.
my mom's face was priceless because my mom wasn't informed on it because it's the other side of the family. So my mom's like, what? And then my grandma said that. My mom was like, just sat there fucking.
What if she wrote shitty to you? She was like, "Dear
You're
Dad,
a real-
it's your dad." She goes, "None of us thought this day would ever come. Graduating high school,
goes,
huh? Despite all my beliefs."
Can't believe you pulled through after your mom drank so much while you were in her womb. He goes, I honestly, we were hoping you were going to get hit by a car before 5. When you made it to 5, I tapped out.
I hear you're pretty funny, but what's the value in that?
Yeah.
Have fun at college, funny man.
I heard you can
just know you'd never be better than me, you son of a bitch.
He goes, I heard
You're missing the joke. You're really missing the joke.
Heard you could do voices.
Remember-
Too bad you can't do my voice.
Nana likes her foot rubbed every night at 6 p.m. It's all things she wants.
Yeah.
You're missing the joke is right there.
What?
I'm not going to do it.
You have to now.
Yeah.
Dan, this is your dad. Congratulations. You've been accepted.
Oh, yeah. And I go to my mom, I go, what does it say? My mom goes, it says your dad's alive, you fucking moron. It's a fake letter. Your grandma wrote it. I can see in her handwriting.
I'll kill you, Trish, you old bitch.
Dude, that was,
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, son of
that's
a-
so funny.
Well, we gotta get to amusement parks. We gotta talk about
I'm
amusement
dying
parks.
to talk about it.
No, right now we have to take a break.
Let's take a break.
Are you
We're coming
serious?
back. Yeah, we gotta take one break.
Why do you guys only do 2 hours?
Because
That's what they've assigned us.
I'm going to go through the schedule and tell you who you should bump.
okay.
No problem. No problem.
All right. Well, let's take a break. Bert Kreischer, Merkface Andy. We're just having a hell of a time, you know.
I think we have Rosebud Baker's coming in.
Rosebud
right,
Baker's
today?
coming
We'll
in.
bring her in for. She'll talk about amusement parks with us.
Hell yeah. We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
How about just Dan? Can we just do Dan?
Yeah.
It was just search for Dan.
We
In
were
the
just
80s,
Google.
you were huge.
Oh, hell yeah, it was.
We were all Google trending ourselves. Over here.
It
Break
is.
us. The Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95, Big J. Oakerson, Dan Soder. We're hanging out. Merkface back home with us, sitting in. We have, I'd say just third microphone now, of course, as you said, Dan.
Yeah.
Bert Kreischer, the machine, is here with us. His new special, Secret Time, available, streaming right now on Netflix.
Trending pretty heavily.
Trending pretty heavily.
Google Trends letting us know. It's doing well.
And we have another guest joining us, and we've become a morning zoo. We're officially a morning zoo.
Hell yeah, we are.
Christine's going to play the kazoo. You can catch her podcast, Two Less Lonely Girls. It's available on iTunes. Everybody, Rosebud Baker joins us.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me, guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming on the show. We brought Merkface Andy in because I didn't know that you had a TV credit
Thanks.
before comedy.
Oh, yeah.
That was
This
perfect.
is when I was starting out.
Well, we should give Rosebud a history here of what we want to talk about here.
Yeah,
It's a brand new subject, but did you grow up in a town that had a lot of carnivals and fairs, or were you a city girl?
No, I didn't have a lot of carnivals and fairs. It was kind of in between. But my mom lives in a town with carnivals and fairs now.
So you're familiar with the carnival lifestyle?
Yes.
So we were trying to guess where she's from?
No carnivals or fairs? Place of boring ass. Where's she from?
It was.
Can we all take 3 guesses and see if we're sort of right?
All right, I'll throw one out. Akron.
No.
Damn it.
DC.
Yeah.
I swear to you on my life I was going to say Virginia.
By the way,
yeah.
everyone should
Shit,
know.
I should have given you because that was closer.
I was
Everyone should know I did
Virginia.
this for a fucking living. As I toured fairs, carnivals, and amusement parks, I know where the fuck people don't party.
DC is one of them? Oh, yeah.
DC sucks. It's not an exciting place.
So you didn't get to go to carnivals or like amusement parks as a child ever?
Not really. And I would have loved to. I like roller coasters. I'm a thrill seeker.
Well,
you know?
something that we talk about, we pre-tape our Thursday show so we can be on the road. And on the Thursday show, I brought up a story about I rode a wooden roller coaster at Elitch Gardens in Denver.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, and the seatbelt didn't work, and I started sliding under the bar, and my mom had to hold me the entire roller coaster ride because I was like, and it was like wood, so it was like jolting, and I was like sliding down, and my mom held me, and that was we brought up the topic of amusement park with children. Which Jay's done.
Just I said, I take my daughter's behind you over there, and I've taken her to so many carnivals in my life, and just put her on these things with me that are so just janky, and you see the toothless idiot running it and get distracted while it's happening.
Yeah.
We've been on some where you're like, I think this guy's being a dick and not stopping it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just see him doing
You just see him fucking flip shut his Nextel if he's fighting with his girlfriend, and he's just like, oh, you guys are going to go real fast.
Do you see the inconsistency? You get on it one time, and then someone's a dick to him the next time, and you're on the ride with those people.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, I was on this like an hour ago. It wasn't this fast, man.
Yeah.
You're trying to say that while you're whipping around. He goes, no, dude, this might be getting dangerous speed. I don't know if we're able to do this.
You do the thing where you don't want to show pain, but you have to, and you grab the back of your neck, and you go, hey, does your head hurt after going around that last turn? I think this guy's juicing it around the corners.
There are some subway stops in New York that feel like wooden roller coasters.
Yeah.
'Cause you can feel them shake as the train comes.
I like when you can tell when an MTA guy's fucking pissed. And
Yeah.
they're like, tsh, and like, bing, bing, and the doors just quick, and they're like, fucking next stop, go, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Village Garden serves beer.
Yeah, hell
I've
yeah,
been there
they do.
3 times.
Now to Six Flags.
Yeah, I can. Let's get into the meat of this because I'm so excited about this subject. Yeah.
What's it called? What's this?
Twister 2.
The Twister was the original one.
What's
I've ridden this. Is this a hybrid?
I think is awesome. Is this ride kind of circles the queue and the exit ramp?
Please lower the audio.
Oh, hell no. I want to know who this guy's life's about.
He knows that guy knows me intimately. Whoever the fuck that is, I guarantee you he knows me intimately. There are millions, so like, there's a huge, like a coaster community. I'm not even joking. It's called Acers. Acers are the American Coaster Enthusiasts. Damn. And so, I know every single one of them because I had the most popular show ever about roller coasters ever, right? Birth Conquer. And they would hate me.
Why?
Because I didn't know shit about roller coasters.
And you're kind of like, it's fun. And they're like, actually, Bert, living a coaster life, you got to understand that what we like to call a double bunk, that's when, do they have terms like that?
Oh, bro, yeah. The Himmelman loop. Himmelman loop. There's a Nazi named Himmelman, right?
Yeah.
And he created the most probably exotic loop in roller coaster. He used to be one of the Red Barons pilots. And he created this thing where you go in like this and flip around upside down like this.
And the tunnel is too low for Jewish heads.
Boom. That's how he made it work for the Nazis. Adolf Hitler goes, no, it seems to be a very fun roller coaster. I just don't know where we would put it in Auschwitz.
It doesn't seem very on brand.
He goes, well, mein Führer, what about the Jews do not like roller coasters.
By the way, I'm a card-carrying member of an ACE. I'm an ACER.
Oh, hell
I think you're saying the Nazi party. Thank God.
That way, I got a little tense for a second. Yeah, so the Acers hated you just because you were like you were the new kid in school?
There were a couple guys, a couple of them that liked me, like Donna, Rocco.
Yeah,
like
these are some real Acer names.
Well, they're my friends. Like I love like Jason was a great guy. Like I'd hang out with them, and then there were guys that hated me. There was like these alt Acers that
Would
just
you ever
didn't
see
like
him?
me.
Would you ever see him at places?
I've done this ride over it. Is this Village Garden too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did this one drunk with a child.
Hell yeah! Shout out Village Gardens, getting people drunk with their kids since '88.
I love it. You know, you're a big guy too, and I've had problems with roller coasters where I can't. That's the most embarrassing thing in the world. I talked about it on the show.
Yeah, where they try to do the click down.
Just some you kind of get, and it's just like, even when they do click, sometimes they're like, it's not clicking enough.
I have headsets on, and I have a GoPro that's sticking out the arm. And we bring the whole ride around. It comes into the station, and it sticks outside the station for like 5 minutes. We're sitting there, and I'm thinking like, Jesus, what's taking so long? Like I'm tight, I can't breathe. I'm hanging down, right?
So yeah.
And we pull into the station, and they're like, I'm sorry, we have a problem with the ride. You guys are going to hold tight for just a second. And I was like, I'm the star of the show, so I'm like, can I talk to someone real quick? And so they bring over the head technician who's with you all day long, and I go, yeah, can you just unlock me? And they're like, we can't. The ride's broken, but we have the head engineer coming out. I said, okay, cool. How far out is he? And they're like, he just left his house.
Yeah.
I was in this ride for fucking an hour.
Jeez. No shit.
An hour, and I started.
In their straps.
And when she said he left his house, I had panic attack.
Just got out of the tub.
Dude, a panic attack in that, dude? If someone's watching up the side, and your arms and legs are hanging down, you're like, I went off the thing.
I had a legit, and by the way, that is the main reason I'm not doing Birth Conqueror is I started having panic attacks about getting locked in rides.
Fuck.
And every ride was not fun because the second they locked me in, I was like, I'm cool. Just as soon as you get me in there, get me the fuck out. Like I could not be locked in a ride because you get locked in rides for. There's people that have been locked in rides upside down.
Look at that. Look that up. How did it feel when they unlocked you and all the blood rushed back? Like, was it like you had to sit down?
Fainted.
Yeah.
I was done. I was done for the day. And I went over and I just got a beer and I was like, fuck everyone. I'm done working.
Did you ride the ride ultimately?
Oh yeah, I rode the road.
No, I mean after the guy fixed it in an hour, did you go?
Oh, I'd already gone through the ride once. So yeah, I got off and did the ride. Dude, my favorite rides, there's a guy out in, and I want this I don't mean to like trump this segment, but I know so much about this stuff. There's a guy out in, it's called Soaring Eagle in Park City. And he is the most he's the Elon Musk of roller coasters.
Really?
He's got a ride. I'm not even fucking around. Then if you type in Soaring Eagle, I think is the name of it, and then type in pterodactyl.
Do they run off the sun?
On Facebook, pterodactyl. This is how short-sighted Travel Channel is. I did a ride that was one of the coolest rides I've ever done in my life. The segment, in essence, was like 4 minutes. And I said, post this online. I think it'll go viral. And they were like, we know what we're doing. I go, no. I've done every ride there is in the world. This is the newest ride I've ever seen. It's a canyon, right? And a strings across the canyon, and a line goes out to the center. You're attached to that line. You're sitting in a bucket seat. Your feet are dangling. You're in a bucket seat, right? Attached to a cord. And it goes out, and the floors open up, and you drop in a swing, free fall for 250 feet, and it blows your mind. I told Travel Channel, which one's this? Nope.
This isn't it?
Nope. Soaring Eagle, no. Soaring Eagle is the name of the complex in Utah. His name is, I'll come up with it. But this ride, Pterodactyl, blew my fucking mind. I should be on the cover. It should be on Facebook. Pterodactyl is fucking
It's right
crazy.
there, the zip line with us. It's the Soaring Eagle zip line factory or something.
This one?
Stan Checketts. His name's Stan Checketts.
Well, you
this is
see,
it then.
I designed it because I wanted to get away from my wife.
This guy created a ride.
Bothered me. He said, drop me in a canyon.
You know the drop rides? You know the drop rides you have where they take you up 210 feet and you're harnessed in?
It's like Tower of Doom and shit.
Oh, yeah. He made one. But he made it with a very simple backseat 1970s lap belt.
Fuck you. There's no way I'd do that.
Nothing to hold on to.
These fucking candy asses.
Yeah, you know what? I drink coffee black. I smoke cigarettes when I fuck. And if I drop you from 27 stories, it's going to be with a Cadillac seatbelt.
They give you all these harnesses. Why you need all these harnesses? He works on the belt.
He told
works for me in a Buick. He works for me in the swings.
He told me, he goes, I did it so that you had nothing to hold on to. You didn't have like your chest harness. You hold on your chest harness, you catch yourself. Yeah. You have nothing to hold on to.
Oh my God.
And so what happens is when you drop, your hands go like
you do baby up.
Yeah,
dude, it is fucking insane. It costs $3 million to build a tower. On the tower, he's got Pterodactyl, he's got that drop ride, and he's got a ride. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
You're sitting in a horsey seat.
I don't think I am.
He harnesses you into a horsey seat, and you're on like almost like you're like at like a redneck bar, and they're doing the bull ride. You're on that, and all of a sudden it launches you 270 feet in the air. Just they pull a pin, and you go, and you're like, hoo-ha, hoo-ha. Stan Checketts is a fucking genius.
Yeah, dude.
That's it. That's the one.
Well, there's a bunch of videos of the slingshot, people passing out on them and stuff.
Oh, dude,
so
the best.
much
When they
fun.
have the YouTube video, and then you see them, it's like all you see is them. It looks almost like they're still.
This is the one. This is the drop. Watch their hands.
Oh
this
my
is
God.
the drop. There's nothing to hold on. No, that's the pterodactyl ride.
The best ones when they're passing out is there's the guy that passes out and then keeps passing out, where he wakes up and then he's like,
and his friend's just enjoying it the whole time.
And he's all,
It's bad to pass out in something that, while somebody else next to you is yelling "wee."
Yeah, wee.
It's not going to hold good for your dude car.
So we should talk about the Holy Grail now.
Yeah.
Which is the Action Park.
Do we have
Do we have to take another break at all?
Can we just backload it?
No, I'm good till 8. Good? Yeah. Okay.
Let me do the lead-in because I've done the read for Action Park. Okay? Commonly known as Traction Park. Commonly known as Class Action Park. Action Park's the...
Accident also.
Accident Park. It's a theme park that out of New Jersey that was just a fun, earthy place. They created the first upside-down slide where you'd do a straight-up 360. 4 people died on it.
I can fact check you here, Bert.
That's a real thing?
4 people...
Yeah, it's called the Cannonball Loop.
4 people fucking died on it, and they kept it going. Now, they still have rides where you've been electrocuted.
Yeah.
Like, it is
head
injuries, electrocuted.
It's part of it, like getting electrocuted.
Bro, they have
No.
They have a fucking 3-meter jump for children. No, just a 30-foot jump off a cliff.
It's a cliff jump.
It's a cliff jump.
That's all it is.
And next to it, and this is the ride that I got fucking worked. That was the
That's Cannonball Loop.
Dude, you know what's so funny about that? Is that you go on Cannonball Loop and there's multiple people that are in like halos and they're like, oh yeah, you get moving. And then you flip, and then it gets real bad.
Wait, so it's
That's
like
the way to fool people
tube,
drowned.
though. It's a covered tube?
That's gone. Now they have another one called Scorpion's Tail out in Wisconsin at Wisconsin Dells that is better. That ride is still a little dangerous. You can get stuck in it, but it's a much better ride. That one was dangerous. Action Park
I would assume
is
as soon as I got to the top of the loop, I would just fuck.
Yeah.
Action Park.
In the coaster community, is that a good thing when somebody like dies on a ride? Are they
Acer
like
credit.
impressed by
Acer
that?
credit, yeah, when you gray out. Yeah.
Oh, dude, it looks like he got looped-it-y. That's what they call death. He got looped-it-y looped.
Action Park is like the first big water park. Like that set the trend for what water parks became. This is ground zero.
An Action Park.
Yeah. And they've got like one ride which is a swing where it's just like bike handles and attached to a rope, and then kids just it is basically watching people get fucked up left and right, and it is fucking awesome. Now, as someone who's been to every water park in the world almost, I could say there's a lawlessness that happens at Action Park.
This place was the Wild West, dude.
And that if you're a legit enthusiast, this place is fucking amazing.
I grew up going to.
So you were in a documentary, Merkface, about Action Park.
Right.
Did you go there a lot as a kid?
Yeah.
Why did they tap you?
30 minutes away.
So that was like when you were growing up.
Yeah.
That was the place you went to.
Yeah, I was randomly at a party, like a house party with some dude, the guy who made the documentary, at my friend's house. My friend was like, hey, Fiore grew up like 20 minutes from there. He's like, did you go to Action Park? I'm like, my whole childhood.
Did you ever see anybody get seriously hurt?
Yeah, I got seriously hurt.
Dude, everyone gets seriously fucking hurt. That is the point of this place.
That was almost the fun of it.
Bro, they literally, they have a water ride where they make you wear a helmet.
This is where I had one of my earliest beers ever at like 12, 13.
Really?
That's how the teenagers who were selling alcohol were just like giving it away. It was so poorly staffed with just like high teens.
And now, by the way, I have to say this only because it would be irresponsible if I didn't. They're under new ownership, new management.
Yeah,
right now.
It's called Mountain Creek now.
They changed the name, but man. So when I went there, they've got the 3-meter jump.
Yeah.
And next to it, they have like a 2-meter slide. Now it's a slide that goes parallel and then drops off 20 feet and you fall into the water.
It's a tube, so you just shoot out and drop.
It's the most ill thought out thing you've ever seen in your life.
Great.
I think the swing is called like the Cowabunga swing or whatever, but it was great because it had this line, so you'd swing past the line and then you just pull your pants down and flash the line every time.
And you're watching fat Puerto Rican kids getting lit up. Like going like, no, I got it. So I go to do this slide onto my back. And now, by the way, it's been bought by new owners. It's got new management. And the whole point is they're like, we're rebranding it. It's not dangerous anymore. It's fun. We've taken precautions. I go to do the slide for Birth Conquer Season 3. I go off sideways. I land on my testicle and I rupture my testicle.
Oh my God.
It's bad. It's burning. I can feel it. I go eat lunch thinking it'll be fine. I go in to take a shit, and it is the size of a grapefruit. Just one side. Just one side.
Dad, this place was Vietnam, dude.
Dude, and you're watching the executives for the company go, God damn it. Like, it's almost like a dog that can't stop attacking or a husband that keeps beating his wife.
Why are you doing this?
They always like, can we just cut it and let the pressure out or something?
Yeah. They go, sorry, we didn't know.
Yeah.
So I call Dr. Drew and I go, hey man, I think I might have ruptured my testicle. I need some help. And he goes, send me a picture. I send him a picture. He goes, go to the hospital now. He's like, it's very sensitive. I don't think you ruptured it, but it's very sensitive down there. So I tell them, I say, I'm going to the hospital, and they're trying to get in front of it because, by the way, this isn't their first accident.
No, probably not even of the day.
With you?
Of the day. And so they go, we have protocol we're going to follow. And I was like, okay. They go, we need our medics to take a look at you. Their medics are 2 17-year-old girls.
Does it hurt?
And I tell my camera crew, I go, keep rolling. Roll on all of this. 2 17-year-old girls come in to look at my dick and balls. the first set of dick and balls they've ever seen in their life, let alone 40-year-old dick and balls.
Really? Action park broads, you don't think?
And these poor girls on camera, I have camera shots of their faces go, oh my God, you need to go to the hospital.
So great.
But I know the staff.
Ew, what
it wasn't
happened
the first
to
dick
it?
and balls they ever saw. Dude, it wasn't the first.
This place is fucking amazing. And all the shit that we just talked, I gotta be honest with you. It is fucking fun as fuck.
Yeah.
The water's ice cold. If you go in with like a measured sense of yourself, you can really survive it. But if you go in like, fuck it, I won't get hurt, you are coming out in a body bag.
Of course. No, I had teen invincibility head going.
Yeah.
We had something stolen every single time we were there. Went back
we had our
every
fucking
single
whole
time.
thing raided.
Yeah, great. Dude, I love it.
Just animals who go to a
wet garbage, just like, sometimes you come out a little bit different than when you went in. Hey, you guys go in the action park? I feel like I had some scars on my back.
Hey, I found a pack of Capris on this lunch table.
That's exactly what it was.
I feel like they would just have you like riding, fighting pit bulls or some shit like that.
They had this
Yes, waving money and shit in a circle.
They had the thing,
Just
Alpine
strap
Slide.
you to a pit bull.
Oh, dude, I know all about Alpine Slides. I'm from Colorado.
Was you were on a cart.
Yeah.
And just a 2,500-foot track that curved, and you only
it's concrete track.
Yeah,
I just watched the Johnny Knoxville movie.
By the way,
that's based on Action Park.
Based on Action Park.
He called it what? He called it like Action Point.
Action Point, but are they using Action Park before they redid it? Maybe because it looks.
I don't know.
All the things you're describing.
I guarantee you, Action Park did not let them shoot at their location.
Well, you know, he said it's the most hurt he's ever got.
It was
doing a movie.
Definitely based on
Of all the
Action
Jackass
Park.
movies.
Alpine Slide is popular in Colorado.
Had the brake stick in between your legs, which
and
either worked or didn't.
Yeah.
So you either going one speed or you could mildly control it.
I'll tell you this, when you get moving on that fucking thing with that concrete fucking road down there.
Well, that's how one guy died. One guy flew off.
Some bitch gets moving.
You get going, you get cooking, you put some gas on that fire.
Dude, there was the ride Scorpion's Tail was the next upside down flipping ride, and I was there for the open of it. And there's this black guy from St. Louis. I used to love interviewing black guys for like water parks because they're very real.
Rarely there.
He's covered in tattoos, literally neck to arms to body, the whole thing. And he's about 250. And the weight limit for this ride is like 250. And so I say to him, I go, I'm going to do it right now. And I go, you doing it? And he goes, I'll do it if I can skip the line with you. I was like, okay. So I bring him up to the top, and we put him in the ride, and it's a tube, right?
Hey.
Now it's a tube that has a hole that if you're too fat and you can't make the flip, you come back in and you get stuck, and they got to open the hole and pull you out. It's really claustrophobic, right? So we put him in, and he does the flip, and you hear him screaming, and then you hear, no! And he slides back, and I swear to God, at the top of his lungs, he's going, Mama! Help me, Mama!
Like, no, it's Bert.
The whole time they had to draw that kid, he's a grown man, and they had to go and remove him from the tube.
Yeah.
And when he came out, he goes, wasn't that bad?
See all the tattoos and stuff?
Dude, that's...
Fuck y'all.
What's this?
Is this the Scorpion's Tail?
If it says Scorpion's Tail Water Park at Noah's Ark, this is it. So see that little hole right there?
Yeah.
Right at the very bottom?
Yeah.
That's where they got to pull you out. Right there where your mouse
here.
is. Yeah.
Oh.
That's where you
But he
slide
went up
back
to the
down
top
to.
and slid backwards.
Scorpion
Tails is a badass. Noah's Park is a badass place. There's a place called something Kingdom, Animal Kingdom in Kentucky that has the tallest free fall water slide. Dude, that is the most amazing thing I've ever been on in my entire life.
Dude, I've done the straight down water slides when I was younger.
Yeah.
And never as an adult. And why? I went down and it fires you. You go down super fast and then it's a long straightaway at the end. When I got up, I was making this noise, like, it hurt. It hurt my asshole so much. And I was like, I was making those, like, fat kids. Like you're always sort of crying.
Dude,
you're, like, half crying always. And then I went to the wave pool for a while, and I farted and thought I shit myself. And I did shit myself. I shit out the netting.
No!
No shit at all. The netting of all the liner of my underwear was rammed up my ass by that water pressure.
Oh my God.
Ripped it straight out of the thing. Ripped the lining right out and shoved it up my asshole. That's how fast I was going.
That's fucking hilarious. One of the first...
There's no one to hashtag about that.
I'm pretty sure one of the first concussions I ever got in my life was there was a place called Celebrities Water Park in Denver. It was an indoor water park. So you could go in the winter. It was called Celebrities. It was awesome. But all the water
were so
slides.
silly.
They were named like Dolphin, Shark, like, Barracuda. And my friends and I were going, and I held myself in the tube, like in the water slide, to be like,
slow down.
Yeah, I stopped to be like, this will be, and then right as I stopped, my friend Scott's feet were just right there.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah, just like those do that.
Just lights out, and then I just remember sliding into the water and being like, I didn't want to get in trouble.
Spaced completely.
Dude, I didn't want to get in trouble, so I just got out, and I was like, I'm fine. I was fucking, Scotland Captain fucking rocked me right in the head.
They got those at those Mall of America, whatever.
Yeah, that was celebrity. Is that celebrities?
Yeah.
It wasn't that
bougie
big.
Indoor.
It's not
Dude,
that,
they have one of those
bougie.
vertical
slides.
Just slides at Alpine Park, Action Point and Park. We, my buddy Brown, when we were in like 8th grade, super skinny, and you have to have a weight limit so you can go down those without coming off the slide.
I know where this is going.
But they were so no, they just didn't give a shit, and he was so skinny, he was like 92 pounds. In like 8th grade.
Oh, he went down. He come like away from the fucking.
Yeah, he goes. I go down first. I'm fine. He comes down. He's milk white. I go, dude, what happened? He goes, it came off the slide.
Yeah.
He goes, I thought it was going to just fly into the air. Like, he just lifted off.
Your friend erases, by the way, because he's being fired at the ground feet first. We should be compressed to nothing.
Dude, oh my God.
I'm trying to see hair and toes.
Dude, my dad took me to a water park in San Francisco, and I'm trying to think of what it was, where you had to get on a mat to ride that, and I was so little that happened where I felt the mat come off and come back on, and it was the most terrifying feeling.
Hang on.
Waterworks? I think that's what it's called.
Can you pull up Isla? Oh, it's Isla. It's on my fucking YouTube page. Just type Isla Bert Kreischer, and there's a picture of Isla's first thrill ride. Right, she's a baby, and we took her on Water Magic Mountain or something, and I recorded it, and I got the look of her face on her first free fall, and it may be the funniest fucking look on a human's face that you've ever seen. You seeing it?
Is it?
Oh, that's it. All right.
Yeah.
Look at how young I look. Scoot forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at sexy Bert.
You'll see. Look at how young Isla is. Okay. This is perfect. This is it. And it's going to play it, and then it'll play it in slow motion for you.
You're just a little bit scared. It's going to be fun. Here we go,
Look at her face. Ready?
Here we go. Big hill.
What did she like? Two?
Pretty well, actually.
Wait, watch it in slow motion. This is the problem. This is why this kid will turn into a drug addict. Watch his face in slow motion just go from like, hey, Dad, we used to do this to her. We'd play it and on the TV and go, this isn't going to be that bad. Dad, I think I'm not trusting you anymore.
Yeah. Hey, Dad. Oh, man. She's like,
At the Bonfire SXM, we'll put that out for you, but Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
That is funny.
Oh, what a fucking priceless video to have.
Out of context, that's child abuse.
Wait, have you ever seen Have you ever seen my daughter rolling dog shit?
Oh, yeah.
That's the best one. That's the best video I've ever
dancing in the backyard.
Oh, that's the best.
You know why I like it? Is 'cause it makes me laugh how hard you're laughing. Like when you find out, you're like, is that dog shit?
Even in this video, you're going, oh my God, you should see your face.
I laugh. We watch that as a family once a month.
That's awesome. That's so she is just
terrified.
My daughter was never by the time we're taking on rides, she wasn't afraid of too many of them. She would pretty much go all of them. I don't think she ever had a problem at all. But when I was a kid, like I would take her on them because when I was a kid, I was terrified.
Really? You wouldn't do it?
I told you I was a kid at the carnival as it's whipping around. I'm going to the guy like, please, sir, you have to stop. I swear to God, I'm going to throw up. Stop, I'm serious. Seriously?
The only time I didn't like going on roller coasters was there's like the cheaper amusement park in Denver is called Lakeside. And it was like, you know, it was like when my mom would take us.
Geauga Lake to Cedar Point.
Where they're like, it's like the discount one where my mom, like, if you were with my friends who are rich, like, we're going to Elitch's for my birthday party. But if you're like me, like, we're going to Lakeside, and everyone's like, we're going to ride the Chipmunk.
Oh,
they just got this one.
I gotta bring my own solo cup.
Yeah. You go, I don't have any Kevlar. Are we sure we have to go? But I remember, they had one ride that just hurt every time you went in it, called a Chipmunk, where it would take a turn, you'd be like, wham! And everyone would be like, oh, fuck.
Wait, can I, because I know that Jay loves, I don't know the right way to say this, because when you hate watch something, you are enjoying it.
Sure.
Like, it makes you happy.
Absolutely.
Like Nick Cannon's special. I love that.
It brings me a lot of happiness.
Brought me so much laughter. In the wrong way.
And you introduced that to me, because I didn't really hate watch stuff and enjoy it and laugh at the wrong reason. By the way, I'm not shitting on the show I'm about to introduce you to, but I want you to love this as much as I do. It's called Carnival Eats. Okay? Mm-hmm. It's a show, just like any food show, where they explore all the cuisine of carnivals, which is interesting, but it's flawed in premise because very seldomly do people at the office go, I don't know, what do you want to do for lunch today? And the guy goes, well, 35 miles outside of town, there's a carnival.
Do you want a hot dog cooked by an opiate addict?
Yeah.
He goes,
you want fried M&Ms?
Yeah. I got a funnel cake that a guy's willing to fucking suck your dick for crack for.
And they go in and they go, so how do you make your nachos? And the guy's like, I pour the cheese in. And it's like, it's the anti-cooking show because everybody's like, where do you get your cheese? He goes, it's out of the bag.
How do you guys pop the corn? He goes, no, they just sent us these big old bags.
He goes, what? He goes, no, I'm asking you. He goes, are you trying to get aggressive with me? They can't even interview him because they're all carnies.
There's a video of one, and he's calling him chef, and the guy has one glove on one hand and the knife in the other, and the glove has the knife in it, and the hand has the hand on the food. It is so, now, by the way, I'm shitting on it, but it's such a great show.
Yeah.
The host is called Noah Cap, and he's a good host. He's a little cheesy, but
what happens when we go to Des Moines, Iowa?
Oh my God, you're nailing it. That's it. You haven't even seen it, and that's it. You haven't even seen it, and that's it. You haven't even seen it, and that's it. I'm about to smash this sandwich with my face.
He goes, nothing better after a roller coaster than a deep fried peanut butter jelly sandwich.
What do you say we ramp up these Oreos right now?
We're about to
with some dough.
We're about to drop in on some fried Twinkies.
He makes the show very
Carnival
palatable.
Eats. I have to be choked to come. I live off carnival food, and I like watching my girlfriend get pissed off.
You haven't eaten turkey until you've eaten it like a Viking. Right off the giant leg.
Yeah.
He does things that as a host I never could do, and they're really it's really a talent, is he walks in with a joke and he ends with a joke, so you know it's over. Oh, please play a little bit of Carnival Eats.
Oh man, I want to fucking hit this guy.
No. He's a great host. I'm not shitting on
Twinkie on a stick. He goes, you fat idiots.
The best part of this show is, one of the things you do in non-scripted television is you do OTFs. Like, you're on the fly, you go up to people and you just go, hey man, what did you think about the ride? What did you think about the sandwich? You never, if you aren't in charge of your show, the crew will set up a shot. They'll find a location, they'll light it, and they'll say, you stand there, and as people walk up, you interview them. And it does make time better, but what happens is people realize they're on television and they start acting. And a lot of times they flub their first line because they're nervous, and they say it again. They say it again and again and again. And on the seventh time, inevitably as a host, you will start mouthing their line to them. And that has happened so many times on this show, where he's like, so what do you think of the sandwich? And you watch him go, and I'm not even joking, I would jack off to that. That is television at its finest for me as a fan of television. Because I know that he just wants. He's like, guys, we got dinner reservations at 6. Let's get the fuck out of here. And they're like, we're gonna bang them out real quick. No, if we set up a light in front of this carousel, and the carousel shots, they get a carousel every fucking episode. I've watched every episode. I love this show. I can't stop watching it.
He goes, what made you want to make your famous Rice Krispie treats? He goes, I don't care for Mexicans.
No, you're missing the nuance of the show.
Yeah.
You ready for this? This is the line I love. So you're a third generation carnival?
Dude, that's great.
Oh my God! Was your dad the lobster boy?
Yeah. He goes, well, my great aunt.
Shut the fuck up! You're third generation carnival. It's like that's like fucking punching it up so much.
He goes, wow, I didn't know you came from such prestigious carnival lineage. He goes, my father was the bearded lady.
Yeah. He was one of the Mexican Wolf Boys.
I came up with weight guessing primarily.
Yeah.
This guy's not a bad-looking guy, but I will tell you, you need 3 touchdowns or 3 first downs to get from chin to forehead. I mean, that's a really long...
He's a great host. I can't shit on him. He's a great host because he makes his show palatable. And you know it's a horseshit premise.
Yeah.
It is a horseshit premise. Please say that there's something...
How do you make your mac and cheese exactly? He's like, well, I wake up at 3 a.m. Hear me out.
Now, usually I have a half a handle of Jameson.
Enough said. Jambalaya, bread pudding, baked potatoes, and meats you can eat while you're walking.
Jesus Christ.
Man, that's so good.
That black guy should have been in blackface for what he just did.
Some bitch is good.
Yeah, that's where we take racial stereotypes with deep fried food.
It is coleslaw on a burger, over the teeth and through the gum. Look out, Whitey, hear me's come.
Yeah. On Carnival Eats, we get the same reaction Chris Angel does from Street Magic from black people with carnival food.
You make a cake with a funnel? Hot damn! They said it couldn't be done.
Turns out we've been shut down by the NAACP.
There's one where they
have regressed civil rights.
Oh my
over
God!
3
Now
decades.
you frying desserts? Oh, I'm about to do a little dance right now. Hey,
goes,
Mama coming round the mountain.
And he goes, now that
bring
is
me a fried Oreo.
He goes, now that is a funnel cake you would soft shoot for.
By the way, you doing this is making anyone that watches Carnival Eats so much fun. I'm telling you, as a fan of the show, this makes it so great. They have a 4-foot sandwich that they give to this black kid, and the look on his face like, oh,
this sandwich feed everybody in my motherfucking building. Oh, howdy, 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 ho.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Is this him? He goes, oh wait, play that back 5 seconds.
Is that a Native American?
Yes, he goes, how good's that fried ice cream? Is it worth us taking your sacred land? He goes, well, as the eagle once landed into the field to show us where the great buffalo would go, I would say it's a little sweet and a little spicy.
He goes, a bit salty for my taste.
Yeah, he goes, I don't think I could eat this walking around, but I could riding a horse. All right,
he's like, I don't know if I, son of a bitch. He goes, is that cookie dough in the brownie?
He goes, it sure is, Walking Wolf. We took that ice cream and we put peyote in the middle. He goes, I've never had a spiritual journey taste so good.
Carnival Eats, you have done it again.
I have never fireworked with something so delicious.
They did Thanksgiving food in Canada.
Oh, hell yeah.
All Thanksgiving meals, and it was all shot in Ontario. And I was watching it going, I don't think they celebrate Thanksgiving.
No, they have their own, but it's way different.
Yeah, they go, I guess we just found some turkey down at the market.
Oh, this show is going to be so much fun for you to watch now. It's called Carnival Eats. It's on Food Network, or maybe it's on Cooking.
It's on Cooking.
It's on Cooking.
Yeah, it's at Food Network too. I mean, a lot of the clips are coming up from Canada.
They have to be. Listen, just really enjoy the way he tags out of a bit with a chef.
Yeah.
With a joke. And it's the joke that it's the first joke you think of. It's my favorite thing in the world. It's almost like mic drop, like play just one
thing. Can I tell you something that I know very well about Big J? And this is to Bert and Rosebud. And Merkface knows this from working on the show with Jay. Jay can predict a punchline the way a seismologist, is that what it's called? Seismologist? I'm dumb. I admit it. I
don't know if I'm right.
Let's kiss.
I was just telling you that might be the other thing.
But the way he can predict it, like he can just see it, like we do that with because he came up at the Laugh House in Philly, like you could do it with like Def Jam. He'd be like, I know where this joke's going. Or another comic. He's watching the Nick Cannon special, he called every punchline while we were watching it.
This is Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
So I have faith I bet if we watched a couple, by the third, Jay would be able to fucking get in and
just
call.
Get him a chef interaction, and then making the thing, and then his tag out. Dude, by the way, it's great hosting.
Yeah.
I could never do it because I could never think of something that was acceptable.
It's a different kind of thing. No, it is a different. Howard Stern says that all the time about, or he actually does admire the radios of like, all right, that was McCartney and Wings with he actually he laughs at it. but goes because I can never do it. He's like, it's actually a skill to be able to do that.
I can't stand though. It's gonna annoy me already. Like watching how confident he does it, though.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, my face is gonna be a problem. I get a terrible face.
Let's watch a little bit of Carnival Eats.
I love this show. I'm so glad you were here with me.
A disc of UF dough, and we're going to crash it. So there's got to be a plume of smoke.
Played, of course, by our whipped cream.
And then there are the unfortunate victims.
Wears T-shirts like Ari Shaffir.
You guys are going to go to a better place. I want you to know that. That right there is a crashed UF dough.
Oh, God.
I mean, yeah, it is.
Oh, he's making her uncomfortable. He made her uncomfortable.
No, this is my favorite part. He's tasting it. He has no chef experience. He just simply describes what he's tasting to the thing. So it's always inevitably this. It's the coldness of the ice cream with the crunch of the inside, the softness of the whipped cream, and the chewiness of the gummy bear. Like, it's always something like that. Go ahead. It's going to be crunch, softness, coldness, chewiness.
Yes, there's a deeper flavor in that chocolate, which pairs so nicely with a smooth, sweet, creamy dough. Then you're into all those crushed up cookie bits, the whipped cream. I mean, these are classics.
Now you're getting butt fucked by some Oreo.
Dude,
Here's what's going
this
on.
guy. I fucking love it.
Yeah. Then the gummies just put their hand on the back of your head and push down. Because, buddy, you are going nuts deep in your mouth with this thing.
You got the cookie dough, which is the dinner in the movie. You got your gummies. That's the cocktails after dinner, and then you get to the crushed Oreo, which is the butt fucking at the hotel.
It's just like, then you get to the gummy bear, which is just like, bitch, you had an opportunity to leave. Yeah. Now you're stuck here.
And now we're not leaving till I'm done, if you know what I mean.
This seems a little distasteful. No.
These are rape cakes.
Yeah, that's what Nancy told HR. Yeah. Also, she was pretty against this.
I love this so much. What's this?
We could tour his beautiful home with
Fuck yeah,
I don't want to see if he makes more money than me.
Check out my crunchy cabinets.
The smooth bed that I lay in, because I'm
Daniel Tosh just walked into his bedroom.
Oh, hell yeah. We're in room. Oh, is that his wife?
Oh,
this guy is
my God.
He goes,
This
my
guy's
wife.
an HJ.
Yeah, hell yeah, he
Big
is.
time.
He goes, I like to start off sex with kissing my wife's neck. It tastes smooth.
He goes, then I get down to the crunchy little skin tags down in the folds.
Yeah. Oh my God. He goes, I can tell the aroma like an old beef gravy. It's her vagina.
Go play more. Good enough. These are the stand-ups, right? Same location every time.
Really homemade.
Fresh baked cookies.
They're really homemade.
Cookie dough.
No.
It's absolutely.
I lost my family about 15 minutes ago. I ain't trying to eat your gay cake.
Oh, this is going to be a good one. Can you go
I'm
to
sorry,
the
I'm trying to find my daughter. When he tries to goes, man, what do you think? I'm trying to find my daughter. All right.
All right. Well, hopefully.
I've seen this episode. Go back.
Hell
This
yeah.
is his walk-up. His walk-up. Ready? This is what I love about him. His walk-up is when you go, I'm Bert Kreischer. I'm here in Cedar Point. I'm doing the Fearsome Foursome Challenge. I'm going to ride this, and this in under an hour. And if I do, I win this T-shirt and eternal fame. I hope you're with me for the ride. That's the thing, right? You need a tag out, a great tag out. Play the intro to this. He's in New Mexico. And it's it's fucking good. But in like the worst way possible. Go to the very beginning. My name's Noah Cap.
This episode of Carnival Eats. That looks like an alien egg. Deep fried pizza. Yeah! It's really good.
I'm gonna eat this for the rest of the day.
It's terrific.
Funnel cake burrito.
It has everything.
I get to eat it.
All right, here we go. Here's his walk and talk. You ready?
Yeah.
This is an art form in this business.
I'm Noah Cap. Welcome to a special episode of Carnival Eats. Today, we're in Roswell, New Mexico, home of the UFO Festival. It was 70 years ago when an unidentified flying object crashed here, creating one of America's most enduring mysteries. Now, we're here to sample the other worldly treats our vendors have created.
Get ready for the tag out.
Take me to your leader.
He goes like this. He goes, did you guys get that? Did you guys get that? I'm going to go back to my trailer. I want my dick sucked in 15 minutes.
Take me to your leader.
I'm Noah. I tag out.
Still, there's no...
at the camera afterwards.
Yeah.
But,
You got that? Good.
I guarantee you they went, we got it.
Yeah, good.
We got it.
There's no better tag out. There's no better tag out
Good.
than...
What's next?
What's his name on Cheaters?
Oh, what are you talking about?
The newest guy.
The newest guy.
He's
yeah,
got
Clark Gable.
Clark Gable
the third.
Dude, that guy.
He's
he
the dumbest.
He says a little pun.
Host.
He's such a hand job, and he goes,
"Bring up Clark Gable on
we should
Cheaters."
Because when Cheaters did their investigation to find out if he was seeing more than he needed to see at the eye surgery center, and then he starts to fall out of the frame before he moves his legs, so he goes. It's awesome, dude.
Look at Clark Gable.
So what is the word for that? What is the word for that? It's David Caruso. Turns out we'll be taking off our glasses.
I think it's a tag. It's just like
Sticky.
Yeah.
What is Cheaters? I've never even heard of the show.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What?
Oh my god!
Oh god!
I knew
We should probably get out of here.
Oh god!
Let's just get out of here.
Oh god!
I knew I was going to get that reaction.
Next time you come back, please. We have to leave right now.
Just have fun online.
You just open an hour.
Just have fun online. It's just one of the greatest things
Is
ever.
it?
It's just ridiculous. Yeah,
it's great.
If anyone wants to do any fun with Carnival Eats and send them to me online, it makes my day.
Hell yeah, Carnival Eats is the shit. And
It's my favorite
Can I
show.
tell you thank you because now I've got something to look out for. Like when I'm on the road and I'm flipping channels in a hotel.
You're going to love it.
If I get to Carnival Eats, I'm like, I got a Carnival Eats.
Oh, it's so good.
Christine, you got a Clark Gable?
I'm trying to find an intro.
Come on.
Well, while she finds an intro, Rosebud Baker's podcast, Two Less Lonely Girls, is available on iTunes. Bert Kreischer's new special, Secret Time, streaming now on Netflix. Big J. Oakerson going to be at Laugh Boston September 8th with Louis J. Gomez and Dave Smith for 2 tapings of Legion of Skanks. Trust me, you want to go to those. Those are fucking a blast. They're at 4 p.m. and 11:30 p.m. Go to bigjcomedy.com where you can also get his new album, The Crowdwork Sessions Volume 2. I promised myself I wouldn't ask.
And also check out Rosebud's live and stuff. Do you have your website where people can check your dates and stuff?
Yeah, my website's www.rosebudbaker.com.
All right. She fucking killed it in Montreal this year, man.
Oh,
We were talking
thanks.
about her a bunch, so make sure you check her out, man. She is on the rise for sure. Dan Soder is going to be at the Vault Valley Forge Casino in Pennsylvania. That's September 7th. That is this weekend. Friday. So after that, you can catch him in Sacramento at the Punchline September 13th through the 15th. For tickets and all their tour dates, visit dansoder.com. Getting ready to go into season 4 of Billions, buddy. I'm very excited.
Starts tomorrow.
Very excited.
Have fun at the Eagles game. Fly.
Hell yeah.
Go Niners.
Fly Eagles fly. You knew it's Fly Eagles fly.
No, I didn't go Niners. Jimmy G. 49ers.
Well, you know what it is.
Mod Squad, Relay Rams.
Gold Rush. 49ers best 0-0 team in the NFL right now.
Do we give Merkface any plug at all?
Merkface.
Oh, yeah. Go to
AndyFury.com.
Thank you.
He is
All my tour dates.
always welcome home.
Is this a little him?
Yeah, I got him.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick.
Play this. No, that's Joey
not him.
Greco. God damn it. Fucking shit.
Greco.
Just go home. I don't even want to do this.
God damn it.
I typed Clark.
Well, we tried.
Oh, I
There
see
he
what
is.
the show is.
Go up. There he is.
Right here.
Yeah.
Knowing the music industry firsthand and seeing the drama that goes on in the business,
my God.
Beth Schilling suspects the distance her rocker boyfriend creates will soon affect their whirlwind relationship. Hearing sour notes in their melody of their song, Beth turns to Cheater's team, the Turnkeys of Truth, for help with her issues. I'm Clark Gable, and this is Cheaters.
This is me falling sideways. And this is me slightly falling sideways.
You just look, he always leaves his shoulders start going.
You know, I tried to sell a show of me doing that kind of host. It's called One Star Bars, where I go into bars that have 1-star Yelp reviews, and I just go up to people and go, "So what are you drinking?"
Yeah.
And they go, "Oh, whiskey soda." So tell me about it. Is it good? And they're like, "I don't know, it's my drink." And you're like, and then I go to the bartender, "So let me try your whiskey soda." And I just get drunk.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's a good purpose. I don't know why they didn't fucking pick it up. Dude, thank you so much for being third mic all week.
It's been a blast, man.
Anytime.
Bro, we love you, buddy. Anytime you're in town, please come
Rosebud, thank you for coming in.
Thanks
when you
for
come
having
back, you'll know more about Cheaters and everything will be better.
I will watch
Merkface, you always come home. Lewitzki,
Thanks, boys.
good to have you home. Hey, LJ, you know you like that new nickname, Professor? We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Everyone's been big.
Yeah.
Christine, you're cool.
Christine, you're here. I do that. Hey, Christine, you're here.
You're cool. We love you guys. We'll catch you next week. Enjoy Lost Tapes tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And then back live on Monday.
Bye.
Oh.